Yeah, it's part of the service, and if the service is good, people pay more. Statistically, it's proven that happens.
Yeah. So then we went into being good at consults.
Mm-hmm.
So build rapport. So that's that skill set of just like being good to talk to people.
Find the common ground.
Yeah.
Make the person feel comfortable. Use their name.
Get a laugh, man.
Yeah.
That's my I will not start a consult until we've both laughed.
Yeah.
Just won't. This is
fair.
This is not gonna.
That's very fair.
Yeah, it's it's gonna be a really long fucking hour for me if you're just gonna sit there deadpan while we do this consult.
I feel like I'm an animal at finding rapport. I'm an animal at finding common ground.
Yeah.
When I'm in common ground, it can be so stretched out.
Yeah.
I could just find something. I'm like, I know this person who used to do that.
Yeah.
So it's as soon as I have the commonality, I'm like, right, let's fucking go.
Yeah, we're in. Yeah.
But that comes from having practice.
Lots
and being aware of it too. If you don't know that's a thing, that's the awkward, here's the form and I'll just sit and wait for you to finish it kind of thing. It's fuck, that gives me the ick just thinking about it.
Yeah.
How comfortable does that put someone in a position to talk about these goals that are so personal to them?
Yeah.
It's there's already friction, so you're never going to get deep.
Yeah.
So you're never truly going to be able to solve that person's problems.
Yeah.
And it's all because we just haven't made them feel comfortable.
Yeah. I had a really cool question. And it's in the sales presentation for Standout, but not in my personal one. I had a girl signed up, had already sort of yep, agreed, kind of let's do it. And then was so do you think, are you excited about this? She asked me. She's is this something that excites you? Do you think working, because we've already set an 18-month goal. She's do you think this is something that is cool that you want to work towards and you're excited by this whole idea? And I was bro, this is what gets me out of bed.
Yeah.
It's she wants to get jacked and strong and do a photo shoot in 6 weeks and another one in a year.
I'm excited for both of you.
It's you know what I mean? It's this is fucking it.
Yeah.
Just say that you also want to be good on the barbell and which you already did in the console. We're besties. And I'd also sort of said I'll only coach people now that I would have a coffee with. So if I get into that first 5 minutes and I can't get that laugh, I can't get that rapport, I'm just this doesn't work out.
What if they take a little bit to warm up though?
But I think that's the skill, right?
Yeah.
Is how quickly can you get them to warm up?
Yeah. Because I just coach I can't do that. Because I coach a few people that are a little bit strange.
Yeah.
And then now we're all strange friends.
Yeah,
together.
I understand.
Yeah. We're all we hang out and we're just
we're just at least
together.
At least a fake nose laugh. At least something. You got to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be something for me.
I'll give you another opportunity.
Yeah, so if you don't,
Ben's cutthroat.
If we don't get along, go work with Jason.
So if you speak to Ben for the first time, just giggle. Just how are you, Ben?
Yeah. And we're good. We're golden after that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's got to be fun.
No, you got to get the vibes. I think it's a vibe more than anything.
Yeah,
you got to get the vibe. I get it.
Yeah.
So consult's good.
Yeah. So consult, just to tick off what you minimum should have.
Yeah, the consult, but it's a process, and the person needs to learn the process.
Agreed. Yeah. So goals. Mm-hmm. Why are you here? What are your goals? And then what are your main obstacles?
Yep.
Start there.
Agreed.
We've done enough episodes that you can go back and find them. And I've got a lot more to talk about than unpacking consults. But if you start with those and you can find a way to talk about that for 40 minutes, without you talking about it most of the time, if they speak more than you and that takes 40 minutes, you've nailed it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. we need to move on. You can talk about that for an hour in itself. Yeah.
Wow sessions, which we haven't talked as much about.
Yeah.
So wow sessions is an old Phoenix terminology that just means an intro session.
Yeah.
I'm a really big believer in that should be a template based on the ideal client,
pursuit,
based on the goal of the person that's in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think you should have probably, depending on how many people you work with and who you work with, but I think 3, and it would be fat loss, body composition, strength.
Yeah.
They would be the 3 programs I would have.
As a personal trainer, absolutely.
And it's you do that session based on that goal with every person that comes in.
Yeah, that's the test drive of a car before you buy it.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Because you can go over like what kind of car you want, the color, the this, the that. That's the fine details of your membership.
Yeah.
But you actually want to test the car and drive it. And it's like, that's the session.
Yeah.
And then you'll get 5% of people like Jess and I who don't test drive a car before they buy one. But then you'll get 95% of the people who actually want to try the product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
no-brainer.
What I want to drive home is I think a lot of people feel like that's not good enough. They're like, I should write a custom program for the individual. And if they say they want thighs, then we do extra on the thighs.
You've opened up a can of worms here now. So I'm going into bat for the templated programs.
Yeah.
So there is nothing wrong with creating something that accurately frames your thoughts.
Agreed.
From multiple people.
Yeah.
So that is where a templated program is hands down the best way to give consistency and a high quality product.
Yeah.
So you can
in an efficient manner.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can there's nothing wrong with making a template. And that's for everybody. The goal is like knowing which one of those templates works best for the person. Mm-hmm. And then within the template, because it's framed in a structure, i.e. a template.
Yeah.
What do you do or what needs to be done within that plan to make it personal?
Agreed. Yeah.
All of a sudden, that all it's done is you've just skipped the sit down and frame my thoughts part of the personalization.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you've already done it.
Yeah.
You know, it's for a certain person, so you've just skipped that part altogether.
Yeah.
And the outcome as well.
Mm.
So yeah, it frustrates me when it's considered like bad practice.
Yeah.
To not have to sit there for every single person. I'm like, for me, that's someone who's just not busy enough.
Yeah.
It's like, get busy and, take that same mindset to any business that is either in manufacturing or service or whatever. And if you take that ground up mindset of every single person, it's like they're all poor.
Yeah, and I think it's insecurity too.
Yeah, of course, because you show how smart you are.
I don't value that I'm good or that I have a system or model that works, so I have to justify it with time to say that it's valuable.
Yeah, it's almost like they do that to build their own confidence in what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that when they get to the thing, they've got all this momentum potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can make your business really efficient, especially if you want to do that 35 sessions, like you said before. If you're doing 10, you want 35.
Yeah.
And you need them to be high quality and consistent high quality.
Yeah.
That is how you do it.
Yeah.
Having those resources there to frame your thoughts, go, cool, this is a workout. And then all of a sudden you get good at it, get good enough at it. Like you and I aren't printing out 3 workouts and going, oh yeah, we'll do this one.
Yeah.
Like you're like, cool, a strength session. We're gonna work on this. So it's like it's done manually. Do it enough though. So
it's automated.
You know the rules.
Yeah.
So when you know the rules, you can break them a little bit.
Yeah. So I think where I wanted to go with the WOW session concept is, especially if you're in a big box club, you could be doing a consult at 9 a.m. You could be doing a consult at 6:15, and it's pumped.
Yeah.
The idea of the WOW session is that it works any time of day with the client that suits that goal, in and out. You don't have to worry about, the leg press is busy, and look like an idiot trying to find a solution. You're dodging, you're flustered, you're worried.
Especially you're making it up on the spot too. Like even just walking into the gym, all right, what are we going to do? It's like,
but you go home, so that's one that a lot of people do, just like make it up.
Yeah, we'll just do a leg session.
They'll go home and write this take 30 minutes post-consult to write a custom workout for that person. And then go in and it's like, the hack squat's busy. We're going to do now. So it should be, I can deliver this. The goal is to be able to deliver that session with your eyes closed.
Yeah, because you'll be the best at it.
So it's like we used to do, for the fat loss one, we used to have this circuit. And it was like, it had a squat in it, it had a row in it, it had a press in it, maybe a lunge.
Something like that.
And it was just like, man, I could turn someone's squat from dog shit to perfect in 2 rounds.
Yeah, and still make them, huff and puff. And
they're still training.
Feel like they're, the effort's being put in. Yeah.
Can you just like squat to this bench and show me?
Yeah,
it's like,
spend half an hour doing that.
Yeah. It's like squat, bang. All right. Row, bang. Right. You need this version. You need this weight. Let's go. And they're like on the fly improving, going, like I'm training, but the input's so good. And he made one change and it fixed everything. Like, you know what I mean? Just makes you look competent.
Yeah, it still delivers the outcome
so much.
It still kind of it delivers what you need and what they want.
Correct. Yeah.
Because you need them to move well, and you need them to see those improvements in movement. But they want to work hard.
Yeah,
they want to feel like they're putting the effort in.
Yeah,
that it's going to give them a return.
So then you're onto the sell, or the price presentation, let's call it, because I think the consult and the session itself is part of selling. All the selling is done.
It's part of selling.
It's where you're doing your test closes and all of that kind of stuff, and
everything from the hero content is technically selling.
Agreed. Getting everyone to agree to personal training as many times as possible before you ask them the money, basically.
Yeah.
One thing I think a lot of people miss is having a good sales presentation.
Yeah, again, having structure.
Yeah.
Is super important.
Yeah, I think this comes out Monday. Just keep an eye on the stories.
Making it a thing as well, like making the presentation a thing. Like, there's so many people that just like just walking, from finishing the session.
It's
just like, oh, so
you want to do PT?
Yeah. Like, it's like, no, that's not it, man.
Yeah. So, price preso. We have custom price presentation coming out this week.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just buy one. We'll
branded to your business with all your inclusions.
Yep. Pricing, everything. Yeah. Done.
The same one that we use, very similar, because it'll have your branding and your inclusions and stuff, but
same concept.
Same concept that we use that, sells
to do 350 sessions a week.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So in that, it's basically who we are, the results we get, how we get them, what you actually get with the service, results we've gotten, and then pricing.
Yes.
So talking yesterday on Q&A a lot about the price specifically, like the actual presentation of the thing. And I think so many PTs are scared to present what they want.
Yeah.
And then to design it favorably, that's what the person buys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take U Strong, selling classes. The ideal scenario for us to sign a new member
is they do 3.
Is we want them to do 3 sessions a week.
Yes.
Because we get the best outcomes with that person. Dollar per session, it's actually not as good.
Yeah.
But full classes means vibes, means retention,
more people to tell, flow on effect.
Correct.
Absolutely,
It's much better for us.
Yep.
And the value for them is better. So then
they get way better.
They stay long term, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we offer 3 sessions or
2.
3 sessions with coaching.
Oh.
Because it's an extra $40.
Mm.
So when the price card comes up,
I'll do 3 sessions.
Do you want to do 3 sessions, which is what most people do?
Yes.
Or if you want to have a weekly check-in, look at your measurements, a little bit more attention to your nutrition, all that kind of stuff. I don't think you need that yet. I really think you'll be fine with just 3 sessions a week.
Yeah.
Done.
Amazing.
You see $140 versus $100. I'm going to take the $100 one.
Yeah,
if you're telling me that it's better, I don't even need this expensive one.
Yeah.
You're doing me a favor. I'm in.
Yeah, I think his psychology goes between price selections. It's like if there's 2, they'll pick the cheapest one. And then if there's 3, they'll pick the middle usually.
Yeah. Yeah, and if your goal is the 3, you're favorably encouraging, do the cheaper one. Like we do it with Standout 2. We have an offer that is a fortnightly call. But it's like you have Q&A. So unless you really need that one-on-one time, I tell everyone, do 6 weeks.
Yeah, and see if you need it.
If you feel like you need a call after that, we can upgrade you. But for right now, just do the basic one.
Yeah.
Which is a genuine, I mean it.
Yeah, well, the call's there. It's spending the highest amount in the service is going to give you the best outcome.
Yeah.
It's still going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most people don't need it right away. Just use a Q&A properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you need extra support, great. But so that prescriptive mindset I think is really important. And having the card makes that so much easier. Like having the actual presentation to be like, it's this, it's this, it's this.
Yeah.
And then it's this much.
Yeah, especially if you're someone who has friction around that whole process.
Yeah.
Like obviously you need to touch up on the soft skills.
Yeah.
So the communication and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about confidence, it's like if you have that, every page that you flick over on that presentation, that's building confidence too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you're getting momentum.
Yeah.
And people love conviction. They love confidence. Like as soon as you stumble, which you're going to do if you, 1, have friction to it at all.
Yeah.
And then 2, don't have a system. It's like, as soon as someone feels that, which they will, the likelihood of them purchasing off you is just so low.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether your product's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and regardless of whether they might have wanted it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because it's just like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah, because people kind of purchase off vibes as well. Like, 100%. I don't know how many times I've like wanted something, and then I'm like, I've wanted something, and someone's been able to solve that problem for me. And then as soon as they slip up, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not 100% sure anymore.
Yeah,
and it's just because they didn't fill me with the confidence. Yeah. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't like it.
Yep, agreed. And then one other mistake that PTs make with this part a lot is their options are confusing.
Yeah. It's the whole menu thing again, right?
If someone feels like they don't understand, which is why the visual aspect as well, if you tell me numbers...
Yeah. And then, yeah.
It's not fucking working, bro.
It's just... Like,
point to the price, point to the thing, and show me.
Keep it as simple as possible.
And then the issue is, trainers will be like, so it's like this much for sessions, and then if you want to add nutrition, it's this, and then like if we want to do check-ins, it's this, and they'll have like 8 tiers in one fucking product.
Yeah, it's just not it.
And it's like, no. This is what you do. This is the offer. Back yourself. And it's, you call it the gym with the swimming pool all the time. It's like, if they don't use it, that's fine. You're giving them the access to everything they need to get the outcome that they want. Yeah. And that costs...
They just use whatever they want or need.
Yeah, because what are you going to do that's like, in 3 months' time when you care about nutrition, we'll increase your price? Like,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's messy. And if someone feels confused, they won't buy.
Yeah, as soon as you compartmentalize your offer, so like you have this main offer and stack things, like that just gets fucking messy and confusing, like you said to the person.
If you've ever had someone say, like, can you explain that again? Change everything right now.
Yeah.
Because like that friction is hard.
Even just putting it out on a piece of paper, like to itemize that person would just look at that page and just go, no.
Yeah.
The easiest thing for me to do right now is to say no.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
Yeah, because I don't understand.
Yeah.
So I'll say I'll think about it and get back to you.
Yeah, because they don't want to look stupid by asking.
Yeah, and you've probably already, by this point, it's been 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, like, so you've got to consider all of it. It's like, it's got to be efficient. It's got to, not take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just comes back to that, like, you're not convicted. You don't have conviction in your offer. Because you're just like, we offer everything. It's like, you need this.
Offer them 2 things.
Yeah. Which one sells better? Someone walks up to you and be like, you need this. See that problem you have? You need this.
Yeah.
Or, not sure what you need, but here's all the things.
Yeah.
Like,
they're sitting down with you because you're the expert, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you get the best results with this, but you can still get good results with this one. Like the way you have that conversation is so easy to move the decision making if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You just have to pick the right way to do it. And it's not sleazy, it's not this, it's not that. It's like, you may have positions in your business that you need more of. So if you've got a couple of single gaps, show the 2 session and the single session.
Yeah.
And tell them that they actually are better suited to maybe doing one.
Yeah.
If you need multiples, say with your goals at the moment, doing 3 is going to give you the best results.
Yeah.
It's this much. And then have the 2 there, they get to decide. But people are just too scared to tell people how to spend their money within their business.
Agreed. Yeah. To tell them how their business runs.
Yep. Yeah.
So next was sign up process and onboarding.
Yeah.
So that's separate for us because we run the app separately to the payment. So how do you sign them up, and then how do you actually get them into the app as quick as possible?
Yeah. I don't think that can be automated, can it?
Not with the platform we have now.
Yeah, I wonder if
other apps do have inbuilt, like you run Stripe through.
Yeah. It's more how you add a client in our as
correct.
So maybe we see if we can talk to Mike about that.
Yeah. So I think what's the other one? Everfit. They run Stripe.
Yeah. So
it's the payments are all internal. Yeah. You just get savage fees.
Yeah, but that's a hole that you'd be happy to manually fill right now anyway. It's not a big one. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You've only got to do it 30 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
Then big direction change. The number one reason people leave the fitness industry is money.